We start. I'm recording now. We can keep their videos out there in their blog.
Across the India, and welcome to the second session of Broker Ki Paathshala. दोस्तों जैसा मैंने कहा था last session में, this is a platform for brokers where all successful brokers across the country will come on this platform and share their personal story, their achievement, their success, so that by listening to them, other brokers, the next generation who are just joining this industry, will also learn how to be successful in real estate industry. As I told last year, ये गुरुकुल है, तो हम जब किसी भी गुरु को सुनते हैं, उसके पहले हम प्रार्थना करेंगे. We will do prayer. So I'll request everyone to please be with me for a small prayer, and this we will be doing in each and every session. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sarvepi Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhama Pyunat. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvi Dhavanitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, friends, and welcome to the second session of Broker Ki Paathshala. And I am really very happy to introduce to you today one of my dear friend, my mentor, whom I always admire since I met him first in 2009. He's an amazing person. I'm sure today's session is going to make a big difference in everyone's life who are online right now, especially to the brokerage business. You know, because this gentleman has been an excellent example of a wonderful life, how a person should lead a balanced lifestyle, you know, your personal life, your business life, your organization, and the society from where we all learn all of things, you know. Let me present to you Mr. Suresh Reddy, sir. He's the Managing Director of Hanu Reddy India Private Limited from Chennai, and he's into industry for last 25 years. Today we are going to have and interact with him how he became so much successful in real estate industry. What are the great things which he learned out of real estate brokerage business? What are the challenges he went through while building such an outstanding organization who has more than 300 people working for and having presence in 7 cities in India, and especially started from Chennai, and Chennai has got some 6 branches. So without further ado, let me welcome Mr. Suresh Reddy, sir, Suresh Reddy sir, welcome to this second session of Broker Ki Paathshala.
Thank you very much, Vinod.
Yes, sir. I am indeed grateful to you for accepting this invitation. We interacted a lot in last 1 week. Though I knew you from 2009, but it was great opportunity for me to learn little more from inside in last 1 week. I still remember when I saw you first in Chennai at NR India convention, and you were the convention chairman. I couldn't forget that convention. It was an awesome organization. You did a great job that time, and I was very happy to see that, what a man. And I don't know, I never thought that this is how we will again connect. So thank you for coming and having agreed to, share your thoughts about real estate industry and being a broker. We are going to have an interactive session, and I'm sure while sharing a lot of great things people are going to get out of this session. So before we start,
thank you, Vinod, for your kind words, and I'm honored to be here and share my thoughts and my experiences with everybody, because our experiences are experience only if it is shared.
Great, sir. Thank you very much. And whatever we are going to learn here today is not available on Google. So that is the greatest thing, we are going to do in Broker Ki Paathshala. So first, let me ask you, sir, let us all know about who you are, your childhood, your schooling, your education, your family. Please tell us, sir.
I was born in a business family, and my father was an engineering contractor, and he was a leading contractor in Chennai, and also he was a developer. He developed one of the leading best layouts in Chennai, Poise Gulf. And being a son of a contractor made me to become a civil engineer. And then the twists of life took me to also do law after doing civil engineering. And after doing my law, I did various businesses before I became a broker in 1995.
So, but sir, because when I joined 32 years back, there was a misconception, even still there is a misconception in real estate industry that broker, matlab, you don't require any education, uneducated person, anybody can walk in, jisko kuch kaam nahi hai, people don't have any work, they become broker. But I mean, you being a civil engineer, your dad was a developer, contractor, what made you to become a broker?
Oh, okay. So Hanu Reddy Realty was born in 1995 in India, and my brother Hanu Reddy is the brainchild who started Hanu Reddy Realty in 1984 in America. He's done construction management in Stanford, and he wanted to bring the concept of transparent real estate dealing from USA to India, and that's how Hanu Reddy Realty was born in 1995. And at that time, I wanted to head the development wing, being a civil engineer and a lawyer. And my brother Steve, he was supposed to head the brokerage wing. But some change of circumstances in about a year and a half, he had to leave to America, and I had to take up the brokerage wing. And I can't do both development and brokerage, so I stopped the development and I continued broking. And to my amazement, I enjoyed every single day for the last 25 years as a broker, and every day was a celebration.
Great, sir. But this is a great thing for I think great information for all our viewers that there is an Indian who went in US and set up a real estate brokerage business and then coming back to India. I think it's a great thing, and we all are proud for your achievement. That being a civil engineer, your brother went and did construction management and started brokerage business in California, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
And you brought that in India.
And we are continuing to do business in California.
So you have four brothers.
Yes.
So 2 brothers are in California.
California, and 2 are here.
Great, amazing. So how do you see? I mean, being a entire family in the same business. I think tell me something about your next generation.
I have 3 children, and Shiva is my eldest son. He also did civil engineering like me.
Wow.
And he's been in the brokerage business for last 10 years. So, and he is a vice president in Hanu Reddy Realty India, and he heads the joint venture and developer solutions.
Excellent, sir. I think this is really something amazing that we have a brokerage company in India who is full of civil engineers, and they are doing brokerage, not becoming developer. Why you are not becoming developer?
I think we are enjoying being a broker and the value we are giving to our customers. And my father was a developer 40, 50 years ago. He was a developer, leading level developer in Chennai and a builder. We got into this broking line and enjoying the broking line, having satisfied clients, and then when something is working for us, why change it? So we are continuing in the broking line.
So do you think, how do you put this way that, because you have got operation in different city, so do you think being more family member in our organization, it is really helping you to plan your growth and handle the business in multiple city also?
Definitely, because of the family members being there, we have quality people joining us. And of course, even family members have to be managed, just like what you say, your associates and your employees have to be managed, because they also have their own ambitions. And in fact, two of my, I only told you about my eldest son. Then I have my second son, Ram, who has done civil engineering and law. He takes care of all our lands. And my daughter has done architecture, and she takes care of all the creativity and the liaison between the India office and the US office.
Amazing. I think
all the three children are in the real estate business.
Excellent. Welcome, Ram, Shiva, and Nitya. I would like to first ask Ram to share his thoughts. How do you feel being in real estate brokerage business? Because what is most important thing right now, those who are watching online, all of us have a different perception about real estate brokerage business. I think one of the most important thing when I started this career, I felt that there was absolutely no respect in the industry, in the society for broker. And when I'm looking at your family, I think I'm amazed. I'm feeling really proud being a realtor, that it is not that those people who don't have education, who don't have any work to do, only can become broker. I think here is a family, a great example for entire India to know and see. So tell me your feeling, Shiva.
So, sir, thank you so much for having us on your broker Ki Paathshala and to spread your message. So, I feel very privileged to be a part of this. So, in fact, the honest truth is, I got my business card, that is Shiva Reddy Hanu Reddy Realty, as my first birthday gift from my uncle in Hanu, from the US. So, I got my card before my dad. That's the actual truth. I became a broker before my father became a broker. So, and the only thing I've heard on the dining table is real estate throughout my life. So it just felt so natural. I did my first transaction, after I finished my 12th board exams, between college and between school and college. We had 3 months as an internship program in Hanu Reddy Realty. I did my first transaction for a 50 lakh apartment here in Chennai.
Excellent.
And then I rejoined the business after I finished civil engineering. So first 5-6 months, I was struggling in the business, trying to understand how to do it. I thought the real estate genes bypassed me and went to somebody else. Then I did my first transaction, 6 months after I rejoined back at 5.5 crores. And the confidence that gave me, the energy that gave me, and the belief in the business was reinforced. Then no looking back after that. So now I predominantly do, transactions with developers. I do land deals for developers. I do joint development transactions for developers. That's my forte, my niche, which I focus on. And I love every minute of the business. The greatest thing about our business is the people that we meet. On an everyday basis, I meet such interesting people. People are open. They tell you all their problems. You are solving their problems. So we are privileged to be in that situation, and I'm blessed for that.
Amazing, Shiva. What an insight here. I am sure that those who are young generation listening right now, will definitely be empowered and encouraged, and they will be proud to be in the real estate brokerage business. Thank you for sharing your thought. Let me come to Ram. Ram, you are again, you are also civil engineer. You have done laws. So share me your thoughts about being in. You are absolutely focused and clear, following your father's footsteps. What is your insight about real estate brokerage business?
So actually, I had a small stint as a broker as well once I finished my schooling. So I worked for 2 months as a broker. I did an internship. It was an amazing experience. As a young boy, I got to meet some very senior people, and I in fact was able to do a transaction of about 1 crore within 2 months. So as a young boy who doesn't know much, to be able to do something, it was a very incredible experience. Subsequently, I finished my civil engineering degree, and I joined that in 2012. So since I joined, I have not been working in real estate. I have been taking care of all our company's assets and farmlands and all. So we have vast mango orchards, and we also have a beautiful garden in Chennai where we do outdoor events. So I've seen my entire family we believe in our product, that is the real estate. And whatever we earn in our brokerage business, we invest back into our properties and developing them and making them into revenue generating assets. So this is the kind of path that I have been the tracks have been laid for me by my family and my father, and we absolutely love it. And I think there's no field with the kind of potential and opportunities in that real estate has, and it is really a kind of a blessing to be born in this family, to have a kind of a father who mentors you and guides you, and he makes life very easy for us, basically. And it's a wonderful opportunity.
Excellent, Ram. I love that sentence. You said whatever we earn, we put back into the investment, and moving ahead in creating some more land bank and the projects. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing your insight. And now, now a lady, India is full of, now India is focused on women empowerment. A lot of, in all industry, you take any industry in India, and women is leading them from front, and there is no option in real estate also. So Nitya, welcome to real estate. And you being architect, what is your role in this Hanu Reddy India Private Limited company?
So how it started was actually one of my father's sisters, Ranji. She's also an architect who studied in Chennai and then works in the US with my uncle. And I think she inspired me also to become an architect as well. And I've always been on the more creative side of things, not in the sales front. So when I went to America after I finished college, and I worked in the US with the US office for about 6 months. And what actually is pretty amazing over there is that a vast number of realtors in America are women.
Women, yes.
And they connect so much better with their clients. And, it's very inspiring to see, especially where we deal with more residential sector over there. And the women are able to communicate better, are able to close deals, are able to connect emotionally with their clients so much better. So while my uncle, does the hard negotiation, my aunt will sit in as part of the meeting, and she'll be that soft touch that, makes that client want to close or, go through with the transaction. And she understands their needs better. Being an architect, she's able to sell the product better also, knowing so much more about real estate. And I think, so I take care of marketing for our company, as well as any other creative requirements. And what I've seen in the US, how organized and transparent the system is, as well as how much more effort is put into selling the product. I'm trying to bring that into our system in India. And it's been very exciting for the past 3 years that I've been here. And we're still learning every day. And I think currently in this COVID situation, what's becoming more and more apparent is the fact that the home is so important, is such an important space. And like us being in this business has, like my brother said, it has been quite the blessing. So it's one need that's not going to go away. So that's my input.
Thank you, Nitya. You put it perfect words. In US, I think 67% realtors are women realtors, and you put it in a right way. How perfectly you put it, that why women are better realtor than men because of their, inculcated values within them, because women they are the homemaker, so they know the home better than men. There's no doubt about that, So thank you very much, next generation of Hanu Reddy, for sharing your thoughts and your insight. I am sure many youngsters are going to follow all three of you for a long time in real estate industry. I wish you all the best for all your future endeavors. And let me now come back to the main hero of the today's session, Suresh sir. So Suresh sir, when you started in 1995, how did you start it? With how many people, and what was your thought that time?
We started with one office with 4 people, and with first realtor we had appointed, and from the first realtor we grew, and in 2001 we opened our first office outside Chennai and in Bangalore. And now the Chennai had from one office became 2 offices, and we had 25 realtors in Chennai. That's when we went to Bangalore. And then we slowly grew from Bangalore. We went to Hyderabad in 2006. Then in 2006, from Hyderabad, we went to Pune. We opened an office in Pune, and we had in Koregaon Park. Then from Pune, we went to Coimbatore in 2007. Then from Coimbatore, we went to Mysore in 2007. And 2008, we went to Visakhapatnam. So that's when the big crash happened in real estate, and and then we wanted to consolidate after that. So then we started growing in Chennai. From 2 offices, we started opening 3, 4, 5, 6 offices in Chennai. And now we have 6 offices in Chennai and 7 offices outside Chennai. And overall, we have 13 offices. And we have 220 realtors with about 18 vice presidents. And we have vice presidents and vice president mentors. For outstation offices, we have 1 local vice president and 1 vice president mentor who goes from Chennai, who gives the best practices which are taking place in Chennai, because that has to be implemented in the outstation branches. And now we have a very structured business, and because of the way we take care of our employees, our realtors, we have many people who are with us about 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. So every day we have celebration, 10 years completed, 15 years completed, 20 years completed. So it become a nice organization, family organization.
I have been following you on Facebook. I have seen a lot of time, you are presenting some award to some realtor for achieving the goal, for completing 10 years, 15 years, and that's amazing. So that brings me to ask you, what are the core values of your organization? Because if you really want to grow in a structured way, there may be a standard process, a core value. Each and every member of your company must be speaking the same language. So what are those core values of your company?
The 3 core values of our company is integrity, transparency, and competency. Integrity, there should be no gap between what you think and what you do. Transparency, what the buyer knows, the seller should know. What the tenant knows, the landlord should know. What you know, both the tenant and landlord should know. There should not be any gap between what you know and what your client knows. So 100% transparency, and we maintain that from the day 1. The day we started Hanu Reddy Realty, Mr. Hanu Reddy's phone number was there on the website.
Excellent.
My phone number is there on the website. My personal email ID is there on the website. Those days it was only personal email ID, Gmail. We didn't have Hanu Reddy email ID. Now, of course, we have our company email ID. And it was there on the website from the day 1. Day we started our operation. And we were one of the earliest companies in India to have a website.
And your third one, integrity, transparency, and third?
Competency. So to give a good service to your client, You should have competent realtors. No point in them having integrity and transparency, and if they are blabbering. So we got in, teaching them the training them the business. So we have 5-day training course 3 times a year. About 24 modules are there.
Excellent.
In each training module, and 80% of those are taken by our own realtors, vice president, directors, and Mr. Hanu Reddy himself will take the courses for the realtors. So this is where where the people who are on the field are also the teachers.
Yes, excellent.
20% we ask professionals like architects, lawyers, chartered accountants, town planners to come and talk.
Excellent. That's a great thing. So just for the benefit of our viewer right now, as you said, you have got 20 realtor, 25 realtor. This word is coming. So can you share something about more specific about your organizational structure? That what does realtor mean in your organization? How do they work?
So basically all the sales people in the real estate are known as realtors, and they are on commission basis.
Okay.
And every vice president has got about 20 to 25 realtors working under him.
Excellent.
And the entire organization is on commission, whether it is a realtor, whether it is a vice president, or it is a director. So it is a eat what you kill model.
So what are the process? How do you manage this? So many branches sitting in Chennai. So what are the secret of that? How do you manage that?
The secret is whatever is the core values of this organization is taken by the vice president mentor who goes from Chennai and trains the vice president who is appointed there. And we have also something known as the activity report. What the realtor does on a every day. Coming to office, putting the data sheet, taking the exclusive listing, and attending the common realtors meeting, attending the caravan. We have something known as a caravan in our company, where all the caravan is done on every Thursday and Friday, where all the listed properties in the company, all the realtors go and see it. And we have been doing this for last 15 years, every week.
Excellent.
Even now we have again started in COVID time in two-wheelers. Before we used to go temper traveler, now in two-wheeler they are going. So social distancing is maintained, and they go there with their mask, see the property and come, because seeing the property, without seeing property marketing is very difficult.
True. I really fully agree with you. And, many people must be wondering, I think, what kind of technology you are using. Because when you are growing in multiple cities, I think it is very important for you to have more technology. And then only if it is viable to track this all activity and, communicate properly with the. So what kind of technology you are using?
We have built an in-house CRM. Great. Which is controlling the entire inventory, both the client and the properties, and that is fed by both the realtors and the back office staff. And our entire system can be accessed from the cloud. And now we want to go one step further, how to bring artificial intelligence into this technology.
Excellent, excellent. I think this is the next thing which is going to happen in our industry. Sir, tell me, because in our interaction, we shared that which are the main area of business you are doing, your company is doing? Is it a residential? Is it commercial? Can you share what kind of verticals you are working into?
We are in almost all the verticals. Our main is large residential properties and resale flats, land parcels, and warehousing. Both we do both sale and rental. And because we have high, my father is one of the big developers in Chennai, and my uncle developed boat club. So we have very strong, deep relationship with the landowners, both in Chennai, Hyderabad, Vizag, and Bangalore. So some of the very large properties come to us directly by the owners. Many of them are sold by my father. Many of them are built by my father. So law of karma, no? What my father gave them, again it coming back to us.
Excellent, sir. Excellent.
One property my father sold in Poise Garden
Yeah.
for 67,000. Three grounds in 1967. We have sold the same property for 31.5 crores
Wow.
2 years ago and
Excellent.
got a brokerage of 64 lakhs.
Amazing. You said rightly, sir. It is all karma. But we also shared this that you are not doing a primary market business more. You are not into primary market.
We are there in primary, but very less. Hardly about 3-4% of our turnover is in primary.
So this is for our viewers to understand, you know, that when we say that there are a lot of competition in the primary market, I think we are interacting with somebody who is doing only 3 to 4% of the primary market. And there is a huge market in resale. And if it is done in a very systematic way, so how do you take mandate? What is the process of identifying good property valuation? How do you take it forward?
See
How do you choose हमको ये property market करना है? How do you do that in resale?
the thing is, every property is a good property. There is no question of a bad property. In fact, I used to have one vice president. He will take all the properties with the problem. No lift, not whitewashed. And he used to make maximum money because the property, the right price is what is going to sell the property.
Absolutely.
So there is nothing known as wrong property. The
Yes.
wrong property is a property without title.
True.
So if a property is without title, it's better not to go near it. And even if you hold it for 20 years, wrong title doesn't become right title.
Absolutely.
Wrong is wrong.
Excellent. Very, very well said, sir. Very well said. So you are not into exclusive project marketing. You don't take any projects for exclusive soul selling kind of thing.
No, we don't take.
So
we don't take.
any particular reason for that?
Because then we are forced to tell what all the developer makes us to tell. And sometimes when we don't agree with him, then it becomes uncomfortable. So we market the properties where we are happy to market, and if the client wants a choice, we give another property.
And can you share something more about, because many viewers may not be knowing much about this word mandate. This is a very, very important thing. So, and especially in resale market, if you have a mandated property, that really gives you edge over the your competitor. So how do you take the mandate, and what is your process? What kind of terms you put in the mandate?
See, the thing about mandate is, if you are if you are selling a property without a mandate, it is like taking a customer without the meter on. Whatever the customer pays, you have to take at the end of the ride. So here the mandate means he is employing you. It's an employment contract. So he employs you. It's for a fixed period of time, and he gives you 2% of the value of the property if you successfully complete the project in the given time. So always we encourage our realtors to go only for mandated properties.
Very good, because then only when you are investing your time, your technology, your marketing inputs, and if it is not mandated, then it becomes difficult sometimes. When your customer comes, and that time the property is already sold. So viewers, I want to tell all the viewers, our friends, brokers, to if you have any question you want me to ask to Suresh Reddy sir, you may type in the chat box. We are still interacting with him and knowing much more about how real estate brokerage business is done. Sir, many people come and ask me many a time. This is a common challenges in entire real estate brokerage business. If I ask brokers to grow in numbers in terms of team members, so their first question is, once we train our people, they are going and living and they are starting their own business. So how do you manage? How do you retain people? You said you have people 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Can you share the secret of retaining people?
That is, our secret is, I treat my realtors, my vice presidents, and my staff the way I treat my family members.
Excellent.
There is no difference. That is the only secret.
Superb, sir. You said it. I mean, it's really amazing, and there is no competition to this. Believe me, there is no competition to this. So, can you share? What was your first transaction, sir, when you started? Tell us something about that. That must be the amazing moment for you.
Oh, when I started, within 2 years, I did a deal of 47 grounds in boat club for 25 crores. It was in 1999.
Wow.
That was a very amazing moment in my life when I concluded that deal. And with that, I became a top broker in Chennai overnight. Overnight star I became once I did that deal. Because 47 grounds in today it is worth 600 crores.
Oh, amazing. Excellent.
And
it was
that was a turning point.
Very, very good start for you.
And the one more was I did a 20,000 square feet independent building for HCL in 1998 for an IT company. After that, that gave me several deals to do for IT. Almost 15 lakh square feet I've done after that for HCL.
Amazing. And what was your biggest transaction of your life? So that, our viewers, there are a lot of brokers, their thought process is limited, कोई बोलता है मेरा 1 करोड़ का business हो गया, 1.5 करोड़ का transaction हो गया, तो I am very happy. So can you share your biggest transaction of your life so that people will get inspired out of it?
Today, my son is doing a transaction for 200 crores for one of the developers.
No, I am asking your transaction. You did some amazing transaction of 1,200 crores, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah.
Can you share something about that product?
Now, if you take this particular transaction, it is worth 600 crores today.
Wow.
And like that, we have done several transactions in the past, 50 crores, 60 crores, 70 crores transactions. And several transactions we have done, between 40 to 80 crores transactions.
So what are the top 5 things, especially in high-end transaction, what kind of quality a broker should have? What top 5 things you will advise them that they should do while doing a big transaction, especially?
The most important thing for when you are doing for a high-end transaction is you have to be thorough in your field. They have no patience for any kind of incompetence. So you have to do all your due diligence before you come to your client. So they expect that from the broker, and complete transparency has to be there with the client. And minutes of the meeting. Every meeting should be minuted.
Excellent.
Every meeting should be minuted, because it will show what are the agreements and what are the disagreements. So next meeting, we only go for the disagreement and not again talk from the beginning.
Excellent.
So the minutes have to be very clear. And what I do is I send the minutes within 3 hours of the meeting. Because the more you delay, there is some gap in the thinking.
Yes.
So immediately within 3 hours, we send the minutes.
Excellent. You are very passionate about training, sir. So tell us about what kind of training you do for your team. I mean, any specific topic, and what are the most important things a broker should keep on doing training in the regular life for the growth of the organization?
So my specialty in my training is I have 50 to 60 point tips to be a successful realtor. So once you go through that training program, the A to Z about real estate is there. It takes about 3 hours.
Excellent.
So that is my favorite topic. Then I take a topic on joint venture along with my son Shiva. That is another topic. Another topic which is again very close to my heart is health. So how to unleash the Ferrari in you. So
Yes.
I feel each person's truest potential can be got out by eating the right food, having the right exercise, and positive mental attitude like you.
Thank you, sir. So another question is coming that you got so much infrastructure, you got so much big team in different multiple city. You get mandated property, but what kind of tools you are utilizing to market this property? Is it a newspaper ad, online, 99-acre, magic brick? What kind of skill set your organization has to market this property?
See, basically, we go now with the COVID, newspaper ad is killed, or it is a thing of past. Or before we used to do newspaper ad.
Yes.
Right now, as we are talking, newspaper is killed. Over. Now it is all portals and website and our clients. Direct marketing, sending mailers to our client list. We have about few thousand people who are our clients. We send the mailer to the direct mailer is very effective. We have for each property, we say which is the right product mix for that particular clients. Only that we send to them, not everything to everybody.
Excellent. That I really like that, because this group mail is a dangerous thing to do. So how much percentage of business in your company is coming from your existing customer reference?
60%.
Amazing. I think that's the real success story for any company, because what is happening is most of the time we forget that once the transaction is done, brokerage is come, we just go for the next business, and it takes 80 rupees to you have to invest 80 rupees to get a new customer, but you have to invest only 20 rupees to be in touch with your existing customer and get referrals. Do you have any standard process in your company while handing over the possession to the customer? What kind of process you follow?
Come again, I didn't get this.
Do you have any, many companies, what do they do when they hand over the possession to the customer? Your transaction is done, handing over the keys. They do some,
Okay.
They give some gift to the customer, they take some pictures, a lot of things, every individual company.
We don't have anything standard because each transaction, it depends on the realtor involved. There are 220 realtors, different realtors have different things. But what we do is we have different complements. Like, we have the diary, the calendar, now we have the umbrella, then you have the mango season, we distribute mangoes to our customers. In that way, we keep in touch with all our customers throughout the year. And also, we attend to the important functions of the customer. So basically, one of my main success is I have not forgotten my first customer till my latest customer.
Super, sir. We are alike.
Every customer who has come and in touch with me, not only as a broker in 95, before 95, from 78 to 95 also I was doing various other business. Yes. I know everybody who has come in touch with me. Excellent. I have never forgotten anybody. They have not forgotten me.
Great. Superb, sir. In any business, it is always said that in life also, it is not only, it is easy to say that if you do this, you become successful. But equally, it is very important that what should not be done in life, When we grew up, our parents always tell children, please don't do this, please don't do this. So how would you guide our broker fraternity that being if you want to be a good broker, successful broker, please don't do these three things. Which are those three things you would suggest that they should never do in the business?
Now, first thing is treat every customer with integrity. Once you treat a customer with integrity, then you get repeat business. That is very important. You can never sell a wrong product to a customer just to get your brokerage. Excellent. He is giving his life earnings. You are getting only 2%. He is losing 98%.
Excellent.
So never buy when in doubt, you put the test. Will I sell this property to my sister, to my brother? If yes, then go ahead and do it for your customer. Excellent. If there is a no, that means there is a problem in that property.
Very true.
So when in doubt, put that question to yourself, whether I should do this. And another important thing is, don't hide some important thing. There are certain thing is known as verbal diarrhea.
Yes.
this vastu is bad, that fellow, this thing, that is all not your business.
Correct.
Suppose there is a burial ground next to the property, you should tell. There is a big structural problem on the property, you should tell. If there is one floor which is unauthorized, you should tell your customer. These things are your duty to tell your customer. No, don't put it under the carpet and let the customer find out after he occupies.
Excellent. I think it's wonderful thoughts. I think, so what are your next goals? Your company, you've got now next generation coming in. So what are you looking at another 5 years down the line, Hanu Reddy? Will it be there across all city of India?
Yeah,
Goal?
even the goal is to take Hanu Reddy throughout India. From Pune, go to Mumbai, come and
Welcome.
shake hands with you.
Welcome, sir.
And then go to Delhi and Calcutta.
Excellent.
And that is the immediate goal.
Excellent.
And then go to other countries. It all depends upon how much enthusiasm and the next generation has to expand to the next countries. But immediate goal is to expand to the North India and Western India and Eastern India.
Great, sir. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure it is no far to connect across the country. Tell us something about your hotels, your gardens, about those your service apartments. Can you share something about that also?
See, we have several properties in the city, and we wanted to make it a home away from home, the service apartment. And my wife, Rupa, heads that division. And now, in fact, we are #1 on the TripAdvisor in this thing, in hospitality. And of course, now because of the pandemic, we are all empty, but I'm sure the customers will all come back. And that is done well because our customers who are come for our buying the real estate, they go stay in the service apartments. And most of those buildings have all built by our family only. And we have renovated all of them. And the main thing is we have not cut a single tree. All the trees are 50, 60 years old.
So now let us move to the third segment of knowing Mr. Suresh Reddy as an individual, as a person, because you have a good family, good education, you have built a good organization, but you also did give back to the society, to many NGOs, and one I know is you're the founder, president of Kriya, Chennai Real Estate Agent Association. So tell us about which other organization you are affiliated to and what you have done. What is your role there?
I've been the founder president of Kriya. Then I'm now the board member in the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce. I'm also the infrastructure panel for CII. I also in my school alumni, I was the vice president, Don Bosco alumni. And also I've done law. So Law 85 Trust, I'm the founder member of the Law 85 Trust. And what I want to is, I want to give back to society, give back whatever society has given to me.
Excellent. What a thought. What a thought.
So, and this is my goal. So, and another thing what I saw is the more I give, the more I get.
Excellent. It's an
and I give without any expectation. No expectations.
Amazing. So, I think that
and one source for happiness is giving.
Yes.
You want to be happy, you give.
I think you said it, sir. It is the simple but very, very effective way nature has taught us. Everything nature is giving, without any expectation. So I think that's the best way to be happy. If you are in the giving moment all the time in life. So it's a great contribution from your side, giving back to the society. But tell me something about.
The only thing in that is don't give with expectation.
Absolutely.
Without expectation, you have to give.
Excellent.
If you give with expectation, you have only unhappiness.
Yeah. So you should. It should be a selfless giving.
Selfless
giving. Excellent, sir. Sir, tell me about your transformation journey from being 97 kg to whatever you are today, and that too in 18 months, it's a really very, very exciting and very inspiring moment. I would request you to share, and then that's how you became marathoner, and it's amazing. Can you share that? What happened and how it happened?
See, I was always, I was a healthy guy. I was a very strong guy in school, college, a lot of medals, everything. Then come into business, then started putting on weight with all the stress of business and all that. Not knowing how much to eat, how much not to eat, and struggling with this weight problem. Also, I used to do some dieting, lose some weight, again put it on. Have one big meal, again you put on the weight. So one day I was in my gone for a vacation to Pondicherry with a friend of mine called Dr. Ravi Jandiala. He's a physician from US, cardiac physician from US. So his passion is for weight reduction because he's a doctor in US. And he was telling me, Suresh, you are doing everything right in life. Why you are putting this extra weight? And this weight, fat inside the body is nothing but sewage inside the body. So, because I am telling you this, don't take me wrong because I am a doctor.
Yes.
This goes and blocks all the nerves into the joints everywhere. So, you can, if you allow me to be your mentor, I will teach you. At that time, my love for food was very high. So I was thinking how to allow this guy and then report to him what I ate for breakfast, what I ate for lunch and all that. Then he said, that's the only way. I said, okay. So he said, then you give the list, breakfast list, lunch list, dinner list. And then I gave it. Then he said, Suresh, you are eating 7,000 calories. What will happen? So we have cut this, cut that, cut this, cut that. Then he said, so basically we cut the carbohydrates, increase the exercise. And then he told me to do half an hour exercise. I did 2 hours exercise every day. Then I was enjoying because basically my body was used to exercise and all the carbohydrates we started cutting and increased vegetables, fruits, nuts. And then I made it a science. So I was losing at the rate of 1.5 kgs per month. And the first year, I lost 18 kgs. And then the next 6 months, I lost another 7 kgs. So totally 25 kgs I lost. And then while I was losing, I always give back. No? So I started mentoring all the people in my office, yes, how I was listening. So one day, training program, I went with a big bucket with 20 kilos of butter, ghee. Yeah. I said, this is the amount of fat come out from my body. So everybody was so much impressed. And now many 100 kilos have been lost in my own company. And I have mentored over 10,000 people in the last 10 years.
I think this was in 2010, correct?
Yes.
So many people do this, they reduce the weight in 1 year. But then the most important thing what you did is you have consistently maintained that for another 10 years.
Because
that is the most important thing. So how many?
Now the secret in this is no medicine, only natural foods, fruits, no, everything is natural and exercise. That's the secret.
So you started.
And the food also is what we eat, the sabji, without the rice, without the chapati. Eat the sabji, eat the dal, without the chapati and without the rice.
And you started marathon also.
And now you see, I first used to walk every day for 1 hour, no, and then little bit jogging, walking. Then my son told me, Ram, he said, Dad, there is a 7 kilometer Terry Fox run. Yeah. Shall we go? I said, okay, let's go. So I went to IIT Madras for the Terry Fox run. So there I got very excited because seeing so many youngsters running, and then I ran and completed that 7 kilometers. Then he said, Dad, in November is Wipro Marathon for 21 kilometers. Do you want it? I said, what are you crazy man that I want to do 21 kilometers so fast? No, Dad, you can run. I will run with you. So I registered and I ran the 21. And I did it in 2 hours and 26 minutes to my amazement. And after that, now I have done 30 marathons.
Wow.
And last 5 weeks in the COVID, I've done every day every week one marathon.
Excellent. Yeah. What an amazing, inspiring story, sir. And you also been to Himalaya, I think. You share something about that.
Yeah. So for Himalayas, I have a mentor called Shekhar Biswas. And with him, I went for my first Himalayan trek, again with my son Ram, in 2012. And every year we go for a trek for 2 weeks. And last year we did the Everest Base Camp, and a great achievement and fulfillment once you do it. And it is one of the, you see, I have traveled all over the world in most beautiful places. There's no beauty like Himalayas, no beauty. Even your Switzerland swim stands is only 20% of Himalayan beauty.
Wow, amazing.
All that is right here.
So now, finally, I'll be asking you few very one-liner kind of a question, but very, very pertinent to the industry. What is the difference between a broker in 1995 and 2020? What is the difference?
See, in 95, the broker did not have any technology. We did not have even phone. We had only pager. We used to go. The customer will be on the opposite side of the road. We won't know. We'll have to go to the telephone booth and call. He'll say, I'm in this yellow shirt standing there next to this shop. And then we'll have to go there. And now we are connected with the customer 24/7. We are tracking him. He's tracking us. We know exactly Google Maps, this, that. Complete technology has transformed the entire industry.
Second question.
Yeah.
Second question. If may I ask, in one word, why you are a broker? Why you are a realtor?
I'm a realtor to make my clients homeowners.
Wow.
That is my wish as a broker, to make them homeowners and complete and fulfill the real estate needs of my clients, whether it is residential or commercial. And our company's policy, a child born today should aspire to become a homeowner.
Absolutely.
That is our company's policy.
He is our customer. The child born in India is our customer.
He is our customer, and he should aspire to become a homeowner.
Absolutely. Great, sir. Excellent thought. And if you were not a broker, what you would have become in your life?
Developer.
Developer.
I was a developer, no, and I became broker by mistake.
Sir, you have an amazing journey, amazing background, amazing academics, amazing experience of life, amazing contribution to the society. Every one of us are eager to know your daily routine, what time you get up and what you do throughout the day and what time you go to sleep. If you can share.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Before that, I want to tell you that I told you two of my mentors. That is my mentor for health and my mentor for Himalayan trekking. For my business also, my mentor was my brother, Hanu Reddy.
Yes.
So when I was not a broker, no. I was in other business. He was a broker in California.
Yes.
So night he will call, he will mentor me. He will talk to me about the brokerage. And morning we used to implement it. And that is how I became so successful in the brokerage so fast. And if anybody wants to be a successful broker, they should have a good mentor. And you have to follow what the mentor tells you.
True.
You have to have the discipline. Yeah.
And final question to you, sir. What is the purpose of your life?
No, I will tell you about, I have not answered that thing about my routine.
Yes, routine. Sorry. Yeah, please carry on.
So regarding my routine, I get up every day at 4:30 in the morning. I am in the 4:30 club.
Yes.
So, and between 5:45 to 7:45, I go to the terrace. I do 2 hours of combination of chanting, meditation, walking, jogging, weights, pranayama, Sudarshan Kriya, and various combinations, various days. But every day of the last 10 years, every day, 2 hours in the terrace, in the outdoor. And every Sunday I go for a long jog, at least 16 to 18 kilometers every Sunday.
Wow.
This is my daily routine in the morning. This
Yeah.
gives me the recharge. Then my day starts at 8 o'clock for business. 8 to 8 is my business time. Then at night 8, switch off. Night 8 to morning 8 is my time.
Wow.
8 hours of sleep.
Me time.
Sleeping is my meditation.
Yes.
So that is when I, recharge myself. One day on Sunday, I don't work.
Excellent.
That's when I do my marathon running, I do my landscaping, gardening, all that. So Sundays, I avoid working unless it is very, very urgent. And 12 hours in a day I work.
So you love nature. So tell me, when was the first you planted first tree in your life?
About the age of 5 or 6 in my
Wow.
home.
Excellent.
My father had a farm when we were very young. So we used to go to the farm in the weekend with father. And we used to see our father doing all the farming activities. We'll be playing around. So those were the seeds fallen in the brain very early in life.
Then I think one of the most important thing which I could feel and understand from your story is the value system is most important thing. What we have learned when we were child, what we have seen around us is the strong roots in our mind and heart. And
Yes.
that is the real foundation of our success of our business. So
Most important.
thank you, Suresh sir, for a wonderful sharing. And final question is, what is the purpose of your life?
Give back whatever life has given to me. Make the world a better world than when I entered it.
Yes, yes, superb, sir. What a wonderful thought in concluding remarks. And before we conclude, there are many questions which I would like to put across. You can be relaxed if you want to have a little water. You can take a little break, and I'll come out with the question. So there are around 5-6 questions. First question is from Mr. Amit Gandhi from Hira Bagra, Calcutta. What is the normal mandate period? When you're taking mandates, what is the period?
Between 4 months to 6 months.
4 months to 6 months. Thank you. And there is another question from
And
Harish.
another thing is there is a during when the bull phase is there, they will give lesser time.
True.
When the bear phase is there, they can take even up to 1 year.
It
also depends upon the market conditions.
Second question is coming from Mr. Harish Khanna from Mumbai. Which is the best suitable CRM in real estate for resale and rental business?
We have, I do not know, I am actually searching for a CRM, and we are closely talking to certain companies. But the CRM that we are using is in-house developed CRM.
Excellent.
When we get the right one, we'll let you know.
There is question from Mr. Amit Gandhi, again from Calcutta. What is the percentage of total commission given to your realtor? I think this is a personal thing.
Yeah.
Another question is from Mr. Kirubakaran. How do you assess the property value in resale? Do you have a research team like IPC have?
The
Valuation.
whatever is the past, when you assess is what are the past deals happen in that area. So
Correct.
as a broker being there for 25 years, we know what are deals happening. 5% and up or down, we based upon whether it's a bear market or a bull market.
Great. I think there is another question from Thakur Mulani from Indore. In the current scenario, how do you perceive the future of commercial, especially office space market post-COVID?
See, now in today's scenario, everything is changing by the day. And as a broker, have you bought the commercial property? You have not bought. Your job is only to do the deal. The problem of all that is for the man who has put 100 crores, 1,000 crores to build those properties. Your job is do the deal today at today's rate.
Correct.
Don't too much think about what is going to happen. If you are thinking about that, you are not going to do any deal.
Very good. Very well said, sir. And the final question is from Vijay Sandbag. Very interesting question. He said, can you define luck and destiny? And do you believe in luck?
There is nothing known as luck in this world. It is only known as opportunities. The hardworking person knows seizes the opportunity, and the other people think that is luck. And as far as destiny is, you are the co-author of your own destiny. So you do good karma comes back to you.
Sir, there is one question coming from Chennai. Mr. Chandrasekhar, Rajam Property is asking, can you give some tips to younger generation? Give some top 10 mantras to become successful for young generation brokers.
The most important tip which I can tell them is work diligently, honestly, put an honest day's work. There is no compromise for honest, hard work. Hard, intelligent work is the most important thing that you can give the young generation. 2 is, whatever life throws at you, take it with a smile and put your best effort. Like I never planned to be a broker. Suddenly it was thrown at me to become a broker. I worked as a broker and I'm enjoyed the best 25 years of my life is as a broker. So what life throws at you, put your 100%. Then you will get 100% back from the world. And where your talent is and where what is the world is prepared to pay for you and your passion, is an evolving thing. We do not know what it is. For me, brokerage seems to have all the 3 circles have come together, and I am in Aikiga in brokerage.
Aikiga. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Suresh sir. It was really pleasure for me. I think best moment for my life, I would say. Though I'm into real estate for last 33 years, but I have never ever come across with such a professional realtor broker in my life, and to learn so much from your sharing. Thank you for sharing your personal life. Thank you for sharing your business acumen. Thank you for sharing your contribution to the society. And thank you for inspiring all the broker fraternity today online.
And one last thing I want to tell you, Vinod, before I think, whenever something wrong happens, see what wrong you have done.
Absolutely.
If your son does something wrong, you see what bad example you have been. Excellent. If your employee has done something wrong, you see what bad boss you are. And correct it. Then everything will be corrected.
Very true, sir. Very true, sir. So it was really inspiring, and I also would like to acknowledge the contribution from your next generation, Shiva, Ram, and Nitya, for sharing the wonderful insight. I'm sure those small thoughts will encourage and inspire a lot of youngsters to be in this industry and be in the industry with a lot of proud. I think your sharing has really helped all of us, sir. And at Broker Ki Paathshala, on behalf of all the broker fraternity, I want to thank you. And as a love and token of love and appreciation, what we are doing is, though we are in COVID, but we are going to present you a certificate, which I would like to put it on the screen. Sir, all the speaker whom we are going to invite, we are going to contribute 100 meals to the underprivileged children.
Thank you.
On your behalf. So
thank you.
On your behalf, we are. So this is a certificate of appreciation from Broker Ki Paathshala on behalf of all the brokers who are online.
Thank you.
To express our gratitude to Mr. Suresh Reddy for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Ki Paathshala great success. We are pleased to sponsor 100 meals under Annapurna project by Rotary Club of Mumbai, Daisar, which will provide food for the underprivileged. So I'll courier this certificate to you. A soft copy will be emailed to you. Sir, it was really my privilege and honor to have you, and I really thank you from bottom of my heart for sparing your valuable time, not only today, but since last week. I have taken a lot of time from you while interacting and asking a lot of questions to you. But it was really a fabulous moment and journey of last 1.5 hours with you. I wish your company a great success. I want to see Hanu Reddy to be each and every corner of India, not only in India, but across the country. I wish you all the best and your entire team very best for all your future endeavor. And
thank you, Vinod, for having me in this program. and I enjoyed your moderation and your interaction, and you have got the best in me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And before you leave, sir, please stay back. And this is for all our online brokers. Next week, we will be having another feather in our Broker Ki Paathshala. It is coming from East India. One of the most young and dynamic broking company, NK Realtors, Kolkata, Mr. Pawan Agarwal, having a team of more than 200 team. I think I'm sure he is going to bring some new innovative things for all of us. I would request each one of you to send your question well in advance. If you can send your question, go online of website of NK Realtors, learn more about them, ask question well in advance so that will help me to plan my entire session in a very good way. So once again, thank you, Sureshji, and thank you all my friend brokers online for being there. Your participation and encouragement will, keep Broker Ki Paathshala alive. This is a platform for all the brokers in India. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So nice of you.
Thank you, Vinod. God bless you. A great institution you are starting, and God will be with you. And your 1 lakh people will come very soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So nice of you for your blessings. All the best. Thank you. Thank you.